Just it's nicer when you rinse out the pool motor, run it for a while. Even if you do it for a minute with this bigger pump, it's way nicer. So if you ever get a pool, get a pump that's for a pool that's bigger. This is supposedly for a 22 or 24 round, and we started using it 2 years ago. We used it last year on a pool that was 9 by 18, and this year it says a 10 by 16. But as far as the filtration, and then it's just amazing. I tried to salt treat it the first couple years. It was ended up being a farce and a waste of time. It just couldn't keep up. There's many issues. I even bought a couple backups. The cheaper version that they come out with a year or two later did not work at all for us. The first one worked, and then luckily I had a backup, and I think I still got one backup we never used. These floater things, that's the cap, but the smaller ones did not work that well in our pool, and they only last a couple weeks. This one does last 3 weeks to a month, and it's on the lowest setting. It's recommended for 5,000 gallons or less on the lowest setting. But as far as that, I think the initial was 30 bucks, and then the refills are under 20. And there was a little bit of chlorine left, so I put it in the foot bath. The first one I had set in the pool, and I didn't realize it was that much, but it stained the bottom of my pool. So I don't recommend that you do that, but I didn't think the foot bath was that bad of an alternative. It was probably too much chlorine for the amount of water. And then I put the second one in there because it had a little bit left in it, and there are leaves in there, it bleaches them, and looks like it's a pretty good heavy dose of chlorine in there, I guess. But and it's rained so much it's washed out. So anyways, that's just the remnants of what was left in the bottom. So anyways, I just wanted to show you, you know, when you run your jet, and this is a big one. I had the smaller, I still have the smaller one, but it's not as good. I mean, it's definitely, the small sand filter was $170. It's way better than the cartridge filters. The cartridge filters got to where they barely worked. The motor didn't last that long after the year, especially if you try and hook heaters and everything up to it. It's just too much. And even with the sand filter, the smaller sand filter, it just didn't move the water for the little solar heaters we had. We haven't even used them the last couple of years, even though we could have used them. But we bought a recycle pump and some hoses, and we never did get that hooked up for using as a solar heater system, because we don't get a lot of sunny days. You know, when it's cloudy, it's cloudy. This year we only got, like, I got 5 good swim days for me. I think the kids might have been in here 10 times. So long story short, I don't, you know, sometimes you make 15, 20 swims a year, but 5 to 8 is really not that good, because that's how it shows you how cloudy it was and raining. And then it takes a couple days to heat the pool up. But I was just showing you the pump is awesome. This chlorine's awesome. It's down. It's a little hotter today because it's high, but it was down to 70. Now it's up to, we'll say, almost mid 70s. But yeah, if you can get a pool filter that's way bigger, I mean, that's probably $300-400 when it's new. But I got a good deal on it, so I'm glad I took advantage of it. It's just heavy as a heck. So I had to roll it out on some boards. Hey, you can't lift the thing, you get a dang hernia. So, all right, or at least a strain. So, all right. So pretty soon the pool season's over. We're closing up soon. It is almost mid-September. When I say that, I think today is the 13th. So there's other Septembers. We should have left the pool out till October, literally, but because we still had the heat. But now we just don't have the heat. We have the humidity, but we don't have the heat to heat the water. And most people can't swim in water that chilly. A lot of the kids can off and on, but still, it's probably not the best for them. And then when you're older, not too many older people get in and out of that water like that. It's just their body aches and this and that and whatever's going on. So if we had a small heater, which is an expense in itself, you know, we could keep the pool open a while longer. But we'll work on that in a different year. So plus, I think it saves on the pool. Keep the pool up for a couple months, pack it away. Some people leave it up, which is fine, but I just think it weathers better when it's been packed up. And some people recommend that you store it in a metal can so the critters can't get in it. So you definitely want stuff that drives the critters away. We kept ours on our front porch where critters can't really get into there, but it's just still dangerous keeping it in the front porch. But that's where we've had the best luck. So, all right, well, this is almost the end of the pool year video. So thanks for stopping in. Thanks for a like, share, subscribe. Take care.